Can you read? Good. Then you can read The Adventures of Chino and Homeboy. You could read it at home, on your lunch break, in the bathroom. Don't lie. You know you do that. You could read it on a long flight. The kind where you've already finished the movie, eaten the tiny pretzels, and the stranger next to you is sleeping on your shoulder, drooling. You could read it in line, at the DMV, at your cousin's wedding, or hiding from your boss in the supply closet. Anywhere you can hold a book, you can hold this one. And once you start, you'll probably forget to put it down. The Adventures of Chino and Homeboy, available on Amazon. The link is in the show notes. Bring snacks.
Start the problem, start the clock.
I say yo homeboy.
What?
I say yo homeboy.
What?
Push the button to start the show.
Okay. Blammo! Orale! What's up, homies? Welcome to the Chino and Homeboy podcast. It's another sacrilegious Sunday, and you know what we are gonna do.
We're going to do a bit of the old in-out with your ear holes. With our
That's great.
tumescent voices.
And more in-outs.
And more in-outs, and more in-outs. Maybe
The
a little
funny
bit
thing
of
is-
ultra-violence.
Homeboy don't know that reference at all.
What?
Exactly.
It's,
Which part?
it's from
The old in out, the ultra violence part, or what you said?
It was all one thing.
What did you say? I didn't pay attention to what you said. I heard what Chino said. I didn't listen to you.
More in-outs.
Oh. More in outs.
yeah.
Okay, that I didn't get that reference. I got the other ones. That's a Clockwork Orange, but I didn't get yours.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Well,
what?
it is, but that's not where we're referencing it from.
No, Chino is referencing a little bit of the old in out. That is a Clockwork Orange.
It's not only
He immediately said a little bit of the ultra violence after you said some shit. That is a Clockwork Orange.
It's not only a Clockwork Orange.
Well, whatever you're referencing was referencing a Clockwork Orange as well.
Yes, but you weren't referencing what we were referencing.
I didn't reference anything. I was going to tell the audience that we're going to inseminate their brains with our thoughts.
Well,
I didn't say shit.
I'm saying once I made the statement.
Oh, man.
Once I made the statement.
Wait. Hold on. I got a way to fix this. I got a way to get over this. You guys ready?
Yes.
What's on today's docket?
Fuck that shit. We're in the middle of argument. You too sober for this right now. Chill the fuck out.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
So, okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Were you referencing a Clockwork Orange or also the rapper Cage?
So the rapper Cage was referencing Clockwork Orange.
Yes.
I made sure to say a bit of the old in out to make sure I'm covering both bases.
And more in-outs.
And more in-outs.
That's the other part.
But he didn't say a more in-outs. You said a more in-outs.
I was finishing the line.
Yeah, and then Chino said a little bit of the ultra violence, and that is
in the song too. That's in the song. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's in the song too.
The song references that shit, and they said the in-outs and in-outs and more in-outs.
Yep.
Okay, it's this hip-hop shit. You don't know about that life. Your mayo too spicy.
Wait. You saying he only listens to Mexican cleaning music?
I don't know what he listens to, honestly.
And then what George Lopez says, man,
The last music reference I had from him was Pearl Jam.
Look,
Pearl Jam.
There are only two genres of music in my world: the shit that I like and the shit that I don't.
I'm with it. I'm with it. Yeah. I mean, so when you were growing up, homeboy, what did that music ever come on? You know, the Mexican music with all those accordions.
No. I grew up in the time of the Mexican crooners, like Pedro Infante. What's his name? Vicente
Little Joe.
Fernandez.
I know Vicente Fernandez. Yeah.
When
Yeah.
you say with the
Jorge
accordions,
Negrete. Like I listened to the Bing Crosbys of Mexico. That's who I was listening to because that's what my
Alright.
parents played.
when you say
Gotcha.
accordions, are you talking about Narcos music or just music with accordions in it?
It's the Mexican oompa music.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
they have
they were playing
cumbia
that
and
when we were in
shit,
high school.
corridos.
Yeah, once I got into high school, I was not into any kind of Spanish music unless it was Spanish rock.
So that's when the Mayo started, huh?
Right? Yeah. It started when I started listening to rock music in Spanish.
There you go. That's his origin story.
Yeah, that's when I became Spicy Mayo. When I listened to rock music in Spanish from Mexico.
It's not in Spanish. It's Spanish rock. It's not like they wrote it in English and converted it to Spanish.
Well, it didn't come from Spain. I don't see how it's Spanish rock. It's Mexican rock music.
Because it's in Spanish.
It's Mexican rock music, really, if you think about it.
Are they from Mexico?
And in Spanish, it's called rock en español, which means rock in
Rock
Spanish.
See?
In Spanish,
rock.
not Spanish rock. Rock in Spanish.
They didn't call it rock in Mexico. They called it español.
En
exactly
español.
what
No.
I said.
There's an article in there. There's an article. There's a word in there. Rock en español. No, not rock español. Rock en español. That's rock in Spanish.
You know.
That's
like
grammatical.
You know, like I know, and you have a degree that we don't have to put the N to mean N.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
It is a linguistic inaccuracy if you don't.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
It isn't.
I'm the one who has the degree.
I don't give a fuck. I got a degree too.
I speak both languages.
I know some Mexicans will say you don't.
Well, they can go fuck themselves.
Now, people, I want you to understand. When he gives you that pause, that means I'm fucking right.
No,
that's what it is.
I speak Spanish on a regular fucking basis.
Do you?
If you say anybody, any Mexicans who say I don't know Spanish, that's only because they're jealous that I'm American and they're not.
The racism comes out.
Yeah, they're racist as fucking Mexico. When I go to Mexico, I'm not Mexican. When I'm here in the United States, I'm not American. I'm one of them. I might as well be riding that famous fucking fence that Donald Trump is painting black, because I'm not wanted on either side. Try to be that.
It's because you don't speak Spanish properly.
I speak Spanish properly.
If you really knew the language, they wouldn't hate on you.
I do know the language.
They can hear the Mayo in your tone, and that's the problem.
Shit. That's
like
not my fault.
It's like Carlton moving to the hood.
It doesn't mean I'm not speaking Spanish.
You're speaking broken Spanish.
But it doesn't mean I'm not speaking Spanish.
That Americanized shit.
But it does not. No, I do not speak that American bullshit.
They don't recognize that.
Yeah. Well, you move to Africa and see how they take you.
Oh, I don't speak African.
Do you speak any African language?
Nope.
Yep. That's how male you are.
I wouldn't go there and claim that I'm one of them.
Yeah, fucking dark male over here.
You know how I can tell this is gonna be a great episode?
I'm more of a roasted aioli. Okay.
Roasted aioli, is that what you said?
Yeah.
He went for the full-on white shit right there. He went
roasted garlic.
full fucking
hella white.
hipster white shit right there.
Nah. Garlic aioli
Went
isn't hipster.
went aioli with a little bit of garlic, just for some flavor.
My Italian roots, my nigga. On my Sicilian side,
Shit,
which is still black.
I got more fucking Italian than you do.
Look, it only takes one drop, man. I live by the one drop rule.
Then I'm 9% African. I should be able to say the N-word.
Not for you. For me.
How's that fair?
It ain't. I'm saying these are the rules.
That, you know what? That's the most American white shit I've ever fucking heard you say.
These are the rules that I live by for me. I don't
Yeah, and
apply
that's the same
them
rules
to you.
as the same rules these white Americans live by.
I don't apply that to you. I apply that to
Exactly,
myself.
because you whiter than I am. Look at you. I told you could. Look, the only reason why you're not Republican is because you black and police violence. That's it. If not for that, you'd be a Republican.
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't.
You do Republican shit.
I was just arguing, or not
You'd
arguing.
be Republican as fuck. Tell people pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Nah, nigga, I wear Crocs.
Shit, pull yourself up by the back of your Croc straps.
Put it on race mode.
No, the number one,
Right.
I can never be a Republican because Republicans are conservatives and conservatives are Confederates.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No.
That whole movement.
Republicans are the party of Lincoln.
No.
They sent white people to go. Republicans were the ones that sent the white people to go kill the Confederates.
Look.
Lincoln was a Republican and he sent people to go kill the Confederates.
You know, like I know, that there was a party switch after the Civil Rights Movement. Okay? Motherfuckers bailed one party and jumped into another and overtook it, and things swapped. There was a flip. We all know this. Okay?
No, we don't. No, not everybody knows this. Not everybody knows this. No.
Everybody.
Man, these white people could barely fucking pass the immigration test. All these fucking immigrants that
I'm talking about us.
In court had to fucking take.
I'm talking about me and you.
Well, you keep calling me white, so clearly I don't know either.
Called you spicy boy. I ain't never said you was white.
Telling me I'm earning my white jacket and shit and I don't speak proper Spanish. Oh, now I'm not white when it's convenient for you, when you want me to agree with your argument.
That's what you do.
But I'm right. I'm actually right.
I learned it from you, Dad.
I'm actually right. I don't try to gaslight you into believing I'm right. I'm actually right.
Half of everything you say is gaslighting me into an argument.
Back my shit up. Whenever I come with an argument, I always bring the facts. I bring the evidence. I bring the evidence before the court. I always bring the evidence before the court. I don't need to gaslight. I got the truth on my side.
The few of you who are listening, and if you listen to this show long enough, you'd know that this motherfucker gaslights me on a regular basis. So much so that last week I was in the burn unit for 3 days. Okay? My whole left leg is fucked up.
That's why we got no puppets. I'm incarcerated right now.
All right,
bro.
I'm using my one phone call for this shit.
All right. Hold on, wait. I gotta say something. Wait, hold the fuck on. I am entirely way too sober for this. Started off like you know how I can tell this is gonna be a great episode. It started off in an argument. we haven't even gotten to the fucking to the word I use, to the docket yet.
That's right.
Usually the argument happens after the first point or after the first topic of discussion. But no, y'all motherfuckers decided, oh no, I'm choosing violence today.
Sometimes it's the only answer.
You know, you guys were talking about Crocs earlier, right? So I had to go. I had to run to the store with my cousin, and I couldn't find my flip flops. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna wear my son's fucking Crocs. Like I said, this dude, his feet are way bigger than mine. So I'm over here walking around the fucking grocery store. I'm tripping all over the place because the Crocs are too big.
You walk around looking like you wearing clown shoes.
I look like I was Urkel out there.
Knocking shit over. Did I do that?
Pretty much, like I'm over here trying to rush and shit, and like I'm walking, but the Crocs are too long, so like the toe part, or the part that's supposed to cover your toes, like it gets dragged, as I'm stepping, and so I start tripping. It's embarrassing.
Well, you were in Walmart. Why don't you just buy you some Crocs?
No, I was at Harris Teeter.
What the fuck is
Yeah.
that?
Exactly. It's like a Vons for
Oh, okay.
the white people
Grocery
on the East Coast. Yeah.
This motherfucker seriously wrote wore a fucking hat that said Trump was right about everything.
Who? What motherfucker is that?
Trump.
Trump said that?
He wore a hat.
Trump wore a hat that said Trump was right about everything.
This fucking guy.
While he was holding the World Cup, which I don't know why the FIFA would ever take the World Cup to the fucking White House. Trump's just gonna keep it.
Yeah. He worse than Denzel.
What?
What?
What did
Denzel's a
Denzel
thief.
steal?
Oh, you didn't see the clip today. So back in the day, he told a story about him going to the Academy Awards and taking like the table setting or some shit because he didn't win. He didn't win. He
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna leave with something." You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, but look, wait. I'm about to say
My
some
man.
racist shit. I'm about to say some racist shit. And like, if that ain't the blackest thing that Denzel's ever done.
Nah, he's like, I'm from the Bronx. I'm gonna leave with something.
I'm gonna leave with something.
So he has a new movie coming out with the rapper ASAP Rocky,
Mm-hmm.
and they were doing an interview because it's a new Spike Lee movie. So it's like Spike Lee and them two talking, and when he starts talking about his scenes and what he was doing, Denzel Washington just reaches over to his wrist and starts taking his Rolex off his arm and putting it on, saying, he's like, I gotta leave with something.
No, I like that. I like that. I'm
Like,
leaving with something.
I'm starting to like old Denzel more. Like he's starting to loosen up and become more accessible to people, and he's hilarious. Reminds me of my father a lot in some ways.
All right. Well,
but where were we?
yeah. What's on the
docket today?
I want to give a fuck you to Burger King and the American way of doing shit. So there was a young lady who went viral like a week ago
Mm-hmm.
for busting her ass at Burger King, doing every job by herself for a 12-hour shift. So she was making the fries, making the burgers, taking the orders, running the drive-through, and the inside by herself, which usually is at least a two-man job as far as I've seen. I've gone through the drive-through and the person's working the drive-through and the front counter simultaneously, and then there's somebody in the back cooking food. Like that's the new program that they got going on, right? So she went viral because people was like, "Oh, they should give this chick a raise. Cause she by herself and she in here killing it, working hard, right?"
Mm-hmm.
A few weeks later, they done fired her for showing up late.
Okay.
Like, she was like, "I gotta maintain my kids." Thing, she's having issues with getting her, childcare basically, right? And they don't pay enough for her to really, have childcare.
Yeah.
So it's a hustle. And instead of appreciating that when she's on the job, she's that motherfucker, right? They're like, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
You know, we tell people every day that hard work, you got to work hard to get somewhere, and also the bullshit. But clearly, that's a fucking lie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is just a video of her crying about the situation, which we don't need to listen to. But fuck Burger King. I just started eating at Burger King again
Mm-hmm.
because they got me because they had a iced lemonade that was delicious,
Mm-hmm.
and then they discontinued it, but I kept going because they start sending coupons to my house. So I'll go through and grab a Whopper every blue moon. But now I'm back off that shit. Fuck them. The king is dead.
Has Burger King ever been king of fast food? I don't think they have.
I mean, back in the day, they gave McDonald's a good run when they were the big two until
Mm-hmm.
Wendy's, slid her red head in the game and,
Mm-hmm.
created the drive-through.
Wendy's created the drive-through, really?
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah. Dave was the one who came up with the drive-through concept. I don't know if it was at Wendy's or he did it for another business before he opened up Wendy's, but he's I was watching something where he came up with the thought of the drive-through, where you have the order box and then you drive up to the window kind of deal.
We're talking about Dave Thomas, right?
Yeah, Dave Thomas.
Okay.
But like they basically took a lot of what Burger King was doing. They do char grill burgers, but their shit is all fresh. I don't know if Burger King's is all fresh. So, they have the have it your way. They just don't say have it your way. So they were more an identical competitor to Burger King compared to McDonald's.
Gotcha.
But I've only eaten at Burger King when they were situated near somewhere I was working, and they were only place to eat. I've rarely just driven up like, oh, there's a Burger King, let's get a Whopper kind of deal.
Yeah.
Like I'll go to Tam's before I'll get a Whopper, basically.
I still have to. I gotta try Tams.
Yes, you should. When you come to LA, we go. We'll go.
Yeah.
We'll go to the one in our old town because that one be hitting.
Definitely.
The one near my house is 50-50 sometimes. I think they might have had some ice issues where some of the cooks got caught up because they got a bunch of young niggas in there now, and sometimes the food don't be on point. Like toast be burnt or undercooked, and shit just don't be the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned ice, so now I must relay a conversation. I must repeat a conversation that I had with my aunt this evening regarding ice.
Okay.
She said that, hey, you ever think about joining ICE? Because, they pay really well. So I said, you know what? I can't betray the culture like that. I can't.
You tell your auntie that I said she's a fucking sellout.
You know what? She'll just laugh. She'll laugh all the way to the bank. That's probably what she'll do.
Hey,
no, but
tell her when the revolution comes, the sellouts get it the worst.
Yeah. Oh, I couldn't tell if she was being serious or not. But I just said, yeah, I'm not gonna betray the culture like that.
Be like, if I do, I'll be at your house first.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, man. If I joined ICE, then I'm never gonna get that black card.
Nope.
See, I know what's up. I know what time it is. Like Flavor Flav.
So, speaking of economy and hard work, so I've been trying to figure out what's the proper pay ratio. From corporate pay to the bottom worker. Like, what's the best ratio to facilitate everybody having a living wage?
So you're talking about the difference between like a C-suite type of executive and a regular worker, right?
Like CEOs versus the bottom worker in a corporation.
Gotcha.
And ChatGPT told me it was either 12-1 to 15-1. Like anything around there is solid.
Mm-hmm.
But currently, we're like way above that. You know,
Where we at currently? Do you know?
like was it 2000, 2000 or
What?
something like that to one? It's something astronomical. You know,
2001?
yeah,
No wonder these motherfuckers are getting richer while everyone's getting poorer.
yeah. I'm trying to, because I did it in ChatGPT. I thought they put it in my account, but it seems that it did not.
Man, that was the FBI. Yeah, onto you, Hey Jones. They're going to knock on your door soon.
Yeah.
We've
So
been having these complaints.
yeah, because I'm like, at some point in time in American history, there was a ways that you can earn that afforded you to live and eat,
Mm-hmm.
and take care of your family, on
Right.
one income, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, it just started shrinking with the Industrial Revolution. Like there was yeah.
No.
Can I finish my statement,
As
Mr.
long as
Gas?
as long as you correct the era and period that you're talking about.
Gas, gaslighter.
I'm not gaslighting. I'm right on this. It was not the Industrial Revolution, dog.
I'm saying the Industrial Revolution. There was a upswing initially, right, with all this mechanization and new factories and everything else. And then once they got that shit set, jobs start disappearing.
What?
I'm
sorry, what?
Did I stutter? Did you not hear me? Was there static?
The Industrial Revolution.
Yes.
You're saying jobs were disappearing?
No. I said
during the Industrial Revolution.
I said as we industrialized, there was an upswing in jobs. Everything was booming. Everybody's making money. La-di-da-da-da. Right?
Right.
And then all that mechanization and automation eventually start killing jobs, along with shipping work out of the country.
During the Industrial Revolution.
Do you have to play semantics with me, nigga? You know what the fuck I mean.
We're talking about historical detail. Because you're going from the Industrial Revolution to the 1980s, and there was a whole lot of shit that happened in between.
It wasn't actually the 80s. It was like the 70s and 60s.
Well, aren't there like different iterations of the Industrial Revolution? Because we're in, I think this is the fourth iteration of the Industrial Revolution.
That's what I'm saying. With
AI.
This is not the Industrial Revolution. We're not industrializing anything. This is the information age. It's the information revolution.
It's the same bullshit.
Semantics.
No, it's same bullshit, different means of getting the bullshit.
No, technology versus people. That's it.
Medieval times. Medieval times, right?
Hold on.
Serfs. Medieval times. Serfs, right?
And vassals.
Kings and shit.
Yeah, serfs and vassals.
Same bullshit. Different means by which we're getting bullshit.
Why are we talking about serfs?
Because you're saying it's the same bullshit, but it's not a second Industrial Revolution or a third or a fourth. It's not.
It's the third iteration of it.
No, it's not. It's not an Industrial Revolution. This is an information revolution. We are not industrializing the way it was during the Industrial Revolution. We're actually deindustrializing while China has been having an Industrial Revolution. During an Industrial Revolution, you make shit, you manufacture shit. We don't do that anymore because we outsourced it during the fucking 80s when we started doing free market trading and deregulation of almost all the fucking businesses in the United States.
You know what? I just realized I am way too sober for you to be angry.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just kidding.
And do we live in a democracy currently? Kinda.
I heard
No.
we're in a republic.
Well,
Is
whatever.
there a difference?
Majority
Yes,
rules. Me and him agree, so you're wrong.
we are in a democratic republic
Wait, hold on.
under a federalized under a federal constitution.
I have a question. You guys had mentioned say it's the same bullshit, just a different means of getting the bullshit, right?
Yes.
So is this like saying spicy mayo is the same as sriracha mayo?
Nah,
No,
because
It's not?
sriracha mayo is Asians who think they white.
right. So it's the same bullshit as the Mexicans who say spicy mayo, except it's a different terminology.
Now the sriracha mayo got more flavor.
I think you're missing the point. Hey Jones. Hey Jones be hating so much.
Look, all I can say is that Hey Jones, by saying that sriracha mayo is not spicy mayo, just proved me right.
Spicy mayo is never spicy. That's the first problem. Yeah.
For
But sriracha
white people
mayo,
it's spicy.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. But sriracha mayo is always spicy.
So wait,
So
are you
it's
saying
different.
that I'm spicier than spicy mayo?
Yeah.
This is by far one of the worst analogies you have come up with this year.
Here we go.
It makes that analogy makes absolutely no goddamn sense.
I'm gonna make you a Green Lantern gaslighter ring. By day or by night, no truth will escape my sight.
That's true, actually. No truth will escape my sight.
Yeah, because you're gonna capture
I will bring all truth to the light. See,
No.
I'm finishing it for you.
No, that's not what it goes.
Yeah, that's exactly how it goes.
I'm gonna write your mantra next week. I'm a little drunk right now, so I don't got the brain power to do it.
Oh my God. Look, you're wrong about the Industrial Revolution. What you're talking about happened you're right, at the end of the 70s, during the 80s.
Well,
But aren't they trying to aren't they trying to industrialize and incorporate AI technology into industry?
yeah, they're
Okay.
trying to do it into everything.
Yeah, that is how ridiculously fucking stupid these people are. They're trying to reindustrialize the United States, but they don't want to hire any Americans to do any of the jobs. They want AI to do it.
I mean, but that's capitalism. Once your job's running, the goal is to reduce costs by removing as many jobs as you possibly can.
I believe that is not exactly what capitalism is. However, I think that the attitude needs to change, where people should not be seen as a cost. They should be seen as an investment and an asset to your business, not a cost, not a liability.
I would agree, but that's not how it is. Nor,
but it can be, and that would still be capitalism.
It could be,
but that would still be capitalism.
It would be a better form of capitalism,
right? Yeah, it would be a better form of capitalism, but the truth still remains that it would still be capitalism.
I mean, unless we name it something else.
Why? When it's capitalism.
Well, capitalism is ultimately.
Now you're just trying to be right because you don't want
I'm
me
not-
to be right.
No,
I
no.
literally just agreed with you. We would both be fucking right
No,
right
no.
now, but you insisting on wanting to be more right than me.
That you just trying to trick me. That's all.
I love it.
So no, it's not gonna work. When you alterate something enough, you get to name it something else.
Give me an example, hey Jones.
Let me. Okay, you take a classic margarita, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. You change a little bit. Now it's a Tommy's margarita, right? You change the recipe a little bit more. Now it's a Islands Burger margarita. You see what I'm saying? You change it even further. Now it's its own new drink.
No. All three of those still had margarita in the name.
Yeah, but they had a new name.
But they're all still margaritas.
So like, there's a margarita, and then there's the Cadillac margarita, right? Kind of like the other thing, but very different.
You know, it's kind of like what you're saying is essentially Baptists worship Christ in their own way. Protestants worship Christ in their own way. The Mormons worship Christ in their own way. The Catholics worship Christ in their own way.
And they're all wrong.
Christian.
They're all wrong.
Yeah, but they're all different.
But they're all Christian.
Mormons are not Catholics.
But they're all Christian. Do we agree they're all Christian?
I mean, some would say no.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Some
would say no. Just taking the Donald Trump defense. There's
No.
some people that would say no.
They're Christians that believe Mormons.
They don't think they're Christian.
Mormons.
Like the Baptists would say they're not that what is it? Protestants and Lutherans. Oh, they're not Christians. They're not real Christians. That's a logical fallacy.
That's what they do.
That is literally a no true Scotsman fallacy.
If you're not praising the Lord their way, you're wrong.
Literally the no true Scotsman fallacy. It's the same as your fucking margarita. Oh, the Cadillac margarita is not a real margarita because it's not the original margarita. Margarita is in the fucking name. That is a no true Scotsman argument. That is a logical fucking fallacy. All three of the drinks that you named all had margarita at the end of it. It's like capitalism. You can call it anarcho-capitalism. You can call it pedophile capitalism. You can call it whatever the fuck kind of capitalism you want. It's still fucking capitalism.
Hey, I thought you smoked.
I did.
Thought that shit was supposed to calm you down.
No, it hypes me the fuck up.
It's the sativa. It hypes them up.
You can start doing cocaine then.
That's even worse.
Oh my god!
And I had coffee already.
It went dark real quick.
Look, if I take out tequila and substitute it with mezcal, is that still a margarita?
You tell me.
I wouldn't. It's
Why?
something else.
Why?
It tastes different. It costs different.
Is it because mezcal is not tequila?
Yes.
I got it.
So then you wouldn't call it a margarita anymore, would you?
But I'm just saying.
But you wouldn't call it a margarita anymore, would you?
No.
But as long as it's got tequila and the foundational ingredients of a margarita, it's still a margarita, right?
No.
What in the fuck did you just say? This motherfucker did not just do that. This dude literally just said, you just change a little bit inside of the margarita and it's a Tom's margarita. Change a little bit of the fucking recipe here and now it's a Islands Burger margarita.
You remember all that?
You are contradicting yourself.
Okay. I didn't explain myself well. Okay.
Hold on. Before you continue, hey Jones, before you continue with the explanation, I want to see if I get this right. So I'm going to use a different analogy, see if I get it. Okay, it's to edify my understanding. So let's say we have a man's and he chops his PP off. Is he still called a man?
That's a question for Chino.
And
Chino's the one
I'm the
asking
one asking the question.
I mean for Homeboy.
More importantly, do you really think that Jesus died on the cross for your fucking sins just so you could chop your PP off?
Well, I don't believe he died for my sins. So.
Well, what if chopping
fair.
your pee off is God's plan for you?
That's a very capricious God.
But to answer the question, I need more context. Why did the man chop off his pee?
Hey Jones, why would you use a different spirit in a margarita?
It's not a margarita if you use a different spirit. That's what he just said.
Yeah.
Right.
If you're not using tequila, you cannot call it a margarita.
So for instance, right? A margarita has almost exactly the same ingredients as a daiquiri, except for one uses tequila and
one's
uses
gay.
rum.
I know.
One's gay.
That's what gets us canceled.
That is what you call a man cutting off his pee right there. The margarita, the daiquiri is just a man that cut off his pee.
So my initial analogy with the different names of different varieties of margaritas was a little too analogous. So I'll go first.
Oh, it was a little too right.
No.
Making Homeboy right. So let me change it so that I can be right and Homeboy can be wrong.
I'm gonna change it for clarity, right? So the daisy, the margarita, the daiquiri, even the paloma, all of them almost have the same base ingredients, right? Except they change the spirit or add something else. Like the paloma adds grapefruit and grapefruit soda, right? On top of that margarita base. It's a different drink now. So if we're changing the ingredients of what our capitalism is, it's no longer capitalism. It's something else. Now we can call it, say, controlled capitalism or whatever, or we can give it a whole other fucking name. But the fact of the matter is, it's something different now. That's all I'm saying. It's something different. If it's not operating the way it did before or how they initially intended it. If we go from capitalism, which is completely exploitive, and then put rules in there to limit or eliminate that exploitation, then we don't have capitalism. We have some other form of something that has some similarities of capitalism but takes out the negative part. That can have a new name. It could be a hyphenated capitalism, or we can call it some other totally fucking different system.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
You're wrong.
Why?
Because
your children got the same ingredients. Are they the same children?
They do not have the same ingredients.
They do. They got you and their mama.
No, they don't.
But yet they're two different things.
That's just like saying that twins are just clones of each other.
They are.
Are they the same children though?
Yes, genetically.
No, they're not. They got different personalities.
No, all the twins I know, they're fucking clones.
Dude, we actually had several twins on our ship.
Like fraternal twins.
Same.
Fraternal twins are different, but them identical niggas. Like, I work with two that were so fucking similar that I was like, how are they ever gonna find life partners? Because they live together, they share the car, they dress the same, they wear the same colors, same haircut, they work together still till this day. But they did
Oh
find
shit! Chat literally said there is a mezcal margarita. You were wrong. Look at that. Look at how wrong you are.
it's not called a mezcal margarita. It's called
It's literally called a fucking mezcal margarita right
nigga.
here.
It's the lies that the computer telling you.
It is sitting right in my face. It's called a
It's-
mezcal margarita.
That's some shit the white man made up.
It's
Okay,
like a
Hold
vodka.
up.
Look, it's like a vodka. It's like no, I mean it's like a martini. You can make a martini with vodka and you can make a martini with gin. It's still a fucking martini.
no, it's not. It's a gin martini
Hold up. So
or it's a vodka martini.
hold on,
It's still a fucking martini. It's
Hold on.
in the name.
Hold on.
Oh my god.
Hold on. Wait. If I may pet this dog. It's the same logic as a Collins drink, right? You have a Tom Collins, which is made out of gin, and then when you substitute it with vodka, it's now called a vodka Collins. Is that the same thing?
And now it's a different fucking drink. It
It's
tastes
still a
different.
It's still a Collins.
Is that what we're talking about here?
Well, I'm saying it can't be different and be the same thing. That's what I'm saying.
So okay. So let me see if I get you right. So let's say a dude chops off his pee-pee. He's not a man anymore. He's fucked up.
He's a eunuch at that point.
Gotcha. And then if a girl chops off her boobs, she's what? Fucked up?
They don't have a term for that.
They don't?
No.
Okay. Just, So, like, if Elliot Page becomes a dude, is it still the same person?
Elliot Page is a dude.
Or, I mean, if what's her name? What was her name before?
Juno? No, that
He
was
used
the
to
movie
be
she was
Ellen
in.
Page.
Ellen, yeah.
Ellen to Elliot, yeah.
Yeah. Is it still the same person?
No.
No?
They probably
Okay.
behave very differently than they did
I mean,
before.
yeah.
So they're not the same. Even though they lived through those life experiences, they're now expressing their lives differently than they did before the surgery. Her voice ain't different. Her voice ain't different. Her voice is different. Her face is different. The way she dresses is different. Who she dates is different. How people see her is different. Or him is different.
Right.
Vagina. Well, I don't know how much surgery they had, but titties versus no titties, penis versus vagina, all that's different.
Mm-hmm.
You're in a whole new world.
So, what's the verdict here then? What's the conclusion?
I was right.
No.
And he's fucking with me.
Look.
You can't tell me shit that's different is the same.
All right, here. I got ChatGPT to actually fix your fucking analogy.
Wait, mine or Hey Jones's?
His analogy.
Okay, all
right. So he said, I see where you know what? I'll just have the black man talk because the black man is so much more cooler than me. Give me a second. I'm having a problem with the black man.
Why? What's wrong with the black man?
He know he on some bullshit. Don't want to fuck with him.
Oh man, this motherfucker.
Fucking hate Jones.
I know.
That's amazing.
All right. Okay. All right. That's the volume. That's my fault. All right.
I just want to show that everything was so
Capitalism
lucky.
like many recipes, but they share a common base. The core idea of capitalism, at its simplest, capitalism equals private ownership of the means of production plus market exchange for profit. That's the tequila, the ingredient you need for it to be a capitalism at all. Major types of capitalism. Scholars and economists tend to group them into several broad categories, like variations on a cocktail theme. 1. Laissez-faire, free market capitalism. Minimal government interference. Markets left to supply and demand. Think the U.S. ideal in the 19th century. 2. Welfare capitalism, social market economy. Capitalism with a strong social safety net, healthcare, education, worker protections. Think Germany, Scandinavia. 3. State capitalism. The state owns or controls key industries, but still operates them for profit. Think China, Russia, Gulf states. 4. Corporate managerial capitalism. Power concentrated in large corporations and professional managers rather than individual owners. Think modern US, Japan. 5. Crony capitalism. Markets dominated by favoritism, political connections, and corruption rather than competition. Think oligarchic systems, kleptocracies. 6. Monopolies, oligopoly capitalism. A few firms dominate entire markets, reducing competition. Think big tech, big oil. 7. Surveillance capitalism, more modern term. Profit driven by harvesting and monetizing personal data. Think Google, Facebook. Back to the margarita analogy. If capitalism is the margarita template, tequila plus limes, orange liqueurs, markets plus private ownership, profit motive, then social democracy, Scandinavia, is like a margarita with a lot of fruit puree and sugar, still tequila based but cushioned. Crony capitalism is like a margarita where the bartender only serves their friends and charges everyone else triple. Surveillance capitalism is the spicy jalapeno margarita. It burns a bit, but people can't stop ordering it. The Paloma, socialism, totally different drink. Still tequila in the glass, but it plays by another recipe.
There you go. You're welcome for my service.
It's just a big waste of time to listen to an artificial black man tell you lies instead of listen to the real black man telling you the truth.
There
Don't
are different types. There are different types of capitalism, right? And to go back, we actually agreed that people should be seen as assets and investments rather than a cost and a liability. That's still capitalism. Under a different name, but still capitalism.
Whatever. Let's move on. What's next?
We haven't even finished the topic. Like, we were still on the topic.
Wait. You've drained me, okay? And not in a good way, okay?
God damn.
Keep homeboy away from drugs.
Drugs are bad, okay?
Drugs are bad, okay? My favorite part is like, I may be too sober for this conversation.
Yes.
I'm a little scared.
Yes. For real, I'm entirely way too sober for this conversation. Y'all came out like guns blazing. Like, what the fuck?
I don't like it when mommy and daddy fight.
No, y'all can fight just fine. Just let me smoke a little bit. I don't give a fuck what you fight about. Just let me laugh at it. It's amazing.
All right, so what's on the was that on the docket? Was that in the docket?
It is now.
Like, was that the docket? Like, I didn't know if that was on the docket or not.
Yeah, we're talking about the economy.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, the question is, how do we get what legislation should be passed to keep pay ratios at 12/15 to 1?
We just
King Taco truck in every corner.
We just got to bring back regulations.
And King Taco trucks in every corner.
That's right. We just got to bring back regulations. Like a lot of the problems that we're in right now is because a lot of industries were deregulated, and we destabilized the power of unions in determining workers' rights, right? And then there's a lot of states run by Republicans that pass right to work laws that, enabled the further diminishing power of unions, because they're saying that unions were rackets. But you know, you just kind of had to, instead of making rules for unions to have to follow, they decided to just eradicate them completely. One, because they really were starting to cost all these companies a lot of money, because companies didn't want to actually pay a fair share of their profits, because they had shareholders that they needed to please first.
Well, I think that's the biggest problem is when you take a company public, right? So we see all this good shit that we hear about Costco, right? And how they were operated. That initially happened because they weren't a publicly traded company, so they didn't have a mandate to increase profits or increase value for shareholders. But the moment you take a company public or have shares sold, right, you're publicly mandated to increase the value of the shares for the shareholders. So they have like the opposite mandate as a doctor. Like, do no harm. Make as much money as you can, however you can, because if you don't, then you're criminal. You know?
Yeah. Huh.
All right, so I wrote a book called United We Stand, right? And it was about trying to see corporations as a different entity than what we see them as right now.
You mean as human? Because that's what they said they were?
Not as people, but actual people, made of actual people, rather than just the corporation itself being quote unquote people, you know. And in writing the book, I ran into this corporation called the Mondragon Corporation. And it's a federation of worker cooperatives, meaning like a bunch of guilds, based in the Basque region of northern Spain, founded in 1956 by Father Jose Maria Ariz Mendiarrieta. It began as a modest workshop and has grown into one of Spain's largest business groups. It comprises dozens, somewhere between 80 to 120 autonomous cooperatives. Now, if you don't know what a business is, it's a business where the people who work there also own the business, right? There are 80 to 120 autonomous cooperatives covering four main sectors: finance, industry, retail, distribution, and knowledge, education, and R&D. It employs over 70,000 people with presence in multiple countries and sales reaching into the hundreds. It's consistently ranked among the top 10 largest companies in Spain and the largest cooperative group globally. It is not publicly traded. Instead, each worker, or at least long-term employees, can become a member owner through an initial contribution, often several thousand euros, and gain democratic rights like voting in general assemblies. There are no outside shareholders. The power belongs to worker members who operate under a one-person, one-vote system, regardless of their position. The capital is instrumental and subordinate. Ownership is about labor and governance, not capital stake.
Now, when you're in that environment or in that system, how do you go about founding a company? Because that will be the argument, right? Like somebody has to found a company, which takes risk and ingenuity and whatnots, right? And it's like, well, why don't I get to reap the rewards of the risk that I've made in the setup of the system?
All right. So starting a business inside the Mondragon system is very different from starting one in Silicon Valley. It's less like launching a startup to exit and more like birthing a new cooperative that plugs into the federation. Right? So to start a cooperative, you gather a core group of worker founders. Right? A new cooperative usually begins with a group of people, often a dozen or more, committed to working together. They're not just employees. They must be ready to become co-owners and invest in the co-op. So does that make sense?
It sounds expensive.
I mean, everybody's got to contribute. It's like a general partnership. here in the United
Mhm.
States. All right. Each founding member makes a capital contribution, sometimes several thousand euros. This company forms the co-op's initial equity. Unlike shares on a stock market, these are tied to membership. One member, one vote, not more money equals more power. The new co-op drafts its governing statutes, bylaws, spelling out how decisions will be made, profit-sharing rules, responsibilities, and relationship with Mondragon principles like wage solidarity, democratic governance, and community benefit. Every co-op is legally autonomous but commits to the Mondragon Charter of Cooperative Principles. Should I keep going, or did that answer your question?
Where is Mondragon from?
Spain, Basque region.
Oh, that's right. You did mention that, didn't you?
Yep.
Like the cheesecake?
Huh?
Isn't Basque like a soup or something?
No,
No,
that's
Bisque.
bisque.
Oh,
Basque
English
is the art
major.
style.
English
Ba-
major, not cook.
Basque is an architectural and art style.
Yeah, well, clearly it's a region in Spain. Basque.
I've
Like-
I've heard of Basque associated with Spain, but
But
the
there's
first time
also
I
a
heard-
cheesecake called the Basque cheesecake. I don't know how it's different than regular cheesecake.
You make it following Spanish instructions. That's the biggest difference.
It says
Mm.
here that what's different from normal capitalism, no outside venture capitalists. Growth is founded through member contributions plus Mondragon's financial cooperative system. No public stock market. Ownership never leaves the workers' hands. No founder exit model. Founders don't cash out. The wealth stays within the co-op, and if they leave, their capital contribution is returned, but they don't walk away billionaires. Collective safety net. If a cooperative fails, Mondragon often absorbs members into other co-ops, avoiding layoffs.
Wait a minute. So, like, what? Okay, so I've worked my share of time there. It's time for me to retire. There's no payout when I bounce.
Hold on, that's a different whole other different animal than what you're talking about. How is retirement handled? Let me ask, because there was a certain way that it actually handles retirement. Retirement inside Mondragon is one of the biggest places where you can see the system diverge from normal capitalism. Instead of being left up to an outside pension fund or a government plan alone, Mondragon uses its own cooperative institutions to take care of members when they stop working. Worker members typically retire at 65, like in Spain generally. They remain members of the cooperative up until retirement. Two main sources of income in retirement. Mondragon retirees usually have two income streams. Spanish state pension. Just like any worker in Spain, Mondragon members pay into and qualify for the national social security system. This gives them a standard pension based on their years of contribution. Mondragon's own retirement fund. It's called Lagun Aro. Mondragon created its own social welfare cooperative in the 1950s called Lagun Aro EPSV. It acts like a mutualized pension and benefits fund for cooperative members. While working, members contribute part of their salary to this fund. On retirement, they draw from it as a private pension to supplement their state pension. This ensures Mondragon workers don't just rely on the state, they have an additional cooperative run safety net. So it's kind of like if a military member retires from the military and then they collect Social Security at 65.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be considered double
Profit
dipping?
sharing and individual account. During their working years, members accumulate capital accounts, profits that are allocated but retained within the co-op. On retirement, members can withdraw these funds, often as a lump sum or annuity-like payout. This is not like stock dividends. It's profit sharing tied to labor, not capital ownership. If a cooperative fails or a member loses their job before retirement, Mondragon usually transfers them into another co-op so their contributions and retirement security aren't lost.
Okay.
This is
So,
key difference. Instead of being stranded, the network absorbs the member.
okay, I like it. I like it. I wonder, I'm like, okay, if I'm working here and I'm an owner, but I can't cash out when business is doing good and run away with the loot, so to speak. But I do get profit sharing. So if I take those profit shares, those bonuses, and put them into something else, invest or save or whatever the fuck, then when I get ready to leave, that's the money. So, and then all the other shit you mentioned. So that was
Yep.
good. I like that.
Yeah.
It would never work. Makes too much sense.
I mean,
For real.
it works. It won't work here because it makes too much sense.
That's what I meant. It makes too much sense there.
It can work here. It just has to. It can work in like depends on the state, right? Like I can see it working in Washington State because they're kind of hippy dippy like that.
Yeah, they're on that shit.
Yeah, I think it might be able to work in certain parts of Oregon. I don't know about California. I think maybe, and ironically speaking, I think in some of California's more rustic conservative areas, this could probably work, but not in like, LA or San Francisco or
It'll work as long as it's not government mandated. That's the problem. If somebody just started something like that, then people will just get on it, right? But you're not going to have mass adoption to it because the people who start businesses won't like that system.
Well, yeah, because they won't be able to like cash out kind of a thing. Yeah.
The workers wouldn't give a fuck. The people, the entrepreneurs and whatnot would complain about it.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah. I mean, also, I think it also depends on like the generation that starts it. I can see a lot of like maybe younger millennials and Gen Z people starting things more like this because millennials kind of were already starting shit like this. The at least younger ones. So I can see them. They seem to be more cooperative. There seem to be more. It's a like team building shit. Whereas Gen X and younger boomers tend to be more selfish. So it would definitely not work among that cohort of generational people.
Yeah, I likes.
Interesting.
See, look at us agreeing and shit.
I mean, I was just, trying to write a book that could help people survive a Great Depression and a world war at the same time.
I don't like it when you guys agree because it's not as exciting. I don't get to talk as much shit.
Chino wants to see Mike Tyson bite off Holyfield's ear
Twice.
Hey, look, man.
Choose violence.
Look, you don't want to see Magneto and Professor X work together, okay?
They actually have. Well,
I'm just
not
saying.
Directly. Not they have, but not directly. The whole Onslaught story arc was
just saying. You don't want to see. Look, if we come together, it's
already happened. It's already happened. So, like I said, the whole Onslaught storyline, while it wasn't a direct fusion of Professor X and Magneto, what happened was some of the dark parts of Magneto's brain that were shut down or that were tapped into by Professor X affected him too. So that's what started the whole Onslaught thing. And the Onslaught pretty much destroyed every single hero with an exception of a handful. But yeah, I know what it's like when Professor X and Magneto, quote unquote, join forces. You fuck everybody up. Which is why I said I don't like it.
All right, so now I need y'all help. And to tell me if this bitch is flirting with me.
Okay.
All right, so I was watching this video of a woman who had just given birth. And the baby daddy who she's on the outs with, after the in-outs and more in-outs,
Right.
started berating him and trying to kick him out, asking him, why are you here? How did you know this was going on? And he's like, I just want to see the baby. And she was like, well, you weren't here through the whole pregnancy, XYZ, so get the fuck out, right? So I go through the comments, and all these women are shitting on the dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, she should probably just let him see the baby, because next week she's gonna be asking him to sign the fucking birth certificate, trying to put him on child support, simultaneously denying him visitation, but saying that he doesn't see the kid, and all the drama that comes with this type of shit, right? Like, if she's acting like this now, it only gets worse down the line. So either you want him in the kid's life right now, or you don't. If you do, then let the man see the baby and shut the fuck up and take it out. So she called me a fortune teller and referenced Miss Cleo. So
Call me now for your free read.
okay, see, so my reply to her was, call me now.
Yeah.
Right. So anybody should have got, you called me a fortune teller, mentioned Miss Cleo, and I say call me now. But I didn't write it like call me now, you know, or say like in Cleo's voice, right?
Right.
So she pops.
You weren't racist enough.
So she pops in my DMs. Let me see if I can find her real quick.
What you should have done is you should have put it in fucking quotation marks.
There you go. Well, you know, I don't put that much effort in my comments on whatchamacallit. So she responds to me now. Responds to me saying, only if I can call your boo first, because she didn't looked at my profile and saw that I got a lady, right? Because me and my lady are pinned to the top of my profile. And so I told my girl about this, and then I respond back. I was like, this was in my Cleo voice. She's like, thanks for clarifying. Sorry for coming at you, buddy. I was like, no problem. But borderline, I'm like, you could have just kept this in the comments of the post. But instead you switched it to a DM, which then opens it for more private conversation.
Right, but that's because she was trying to get you in a gotcha moment.
I felt that too. I was like, you trying to catch me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what she was trying to do. She was trying to catch you, but I mean, you should have put quotation marks around it. That's the only suggestions I make. You know, that she wouldn't have construed it as like, you know, a flirtation or a flirtatious comment.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't have your number. I didn't give you my number. You can't call me. So like,
yeah, but she slid into your DMs. That's essentially the same thing.
I guess. I'm too old. I'm too old for this shit.
I mean, Sydney Sweeney got all that dick sliding into her DMs.
Look, hey Jones, this is what you should have done. All right, to avoid any confusion, you should just fucking read her goddamn fortune right there. Like, you are gonna die.
He did though. That's the reason why she said that shit.
Well, no. This wasn't the girl who made the post complaining. This was just some lady.
Oh, okay.
This just some random lady responding to what I said.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, you should have read her fortune, dude. You should have said, "Oh, you're gonna win the lotto. You're gonna get cancer of the ass."
That's right. You're gonna win the lotto, and then you're gonna get ass cancer, and you will not be able to enjoy any of it.
Yep. So that way, so what you should do is donate it to us, because we need sponsors.
If she says, "What if I don't play the lotto?" I done read your fortune, lady. I can't answer that question.
Yep.
I have to charge you after that.
Like, you don't, but you will.
What is it? Is it $1 a minute? $9 a minute? Like, what did Cleo charge?
Man, I forgot. I think it was, back in the day, it was like 99 cents a minute.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't cheap.
No.
It was more. It was more than what you were buying time for when cell phones you had to buy minutes.
Didn't she get charged for like fraud or some shit?
Yeah, she's in jail.
No, she's
dead.
Oh, she's dead? Yeah, she's in jail
in
heaven.
Yeah. so because she was the face of it, she didn't run the organization. But people tried to target her because she was just the person who was hired to do the commercial.
Right.
So that's what fucked her over. The people who were behind the hotline, they were ripping people out. Like they charge you and then charge you some more kind of
It's
shit.
like a modern crypto scam.
Yeah. And so she only did the commercials and wasn't really you couldn't call and actually talk to her or whatever.
Just like
You
the
know.
Hot Tua girl.
Yeah.
Man, no, that's bullshit. If I can't even fucking talk to her, then what the hell she doing on TV?
She's just the mascot. She's Ronald McDonald. That nigga don't
Man.
flip no burgers.
What's next?
Like, understand, Colonel Sanders wasn't a mascot. That nigga cooked chicken. There's videos of it. Ain't not one video of Ronald McDonald flipping a burger or fries anywhere.
Hold up.
He ain't never in the kitchen.
Hold up. I think there might be, because I think like during the 70s or some shit like that, they did make commercials where he was actually kind of working. I mean, at least working the counter.
Working the counter, yes. He ain't never flipped a burger.
I'm not sure.
They never show people on the grill at McDonald's.
I'm not sure I would want to eat in an establishment that has a fucking clown working the counter or the grill. I'm not sure. I'm okay with that. Come on now.
We'll never go to Trump Burgers because they're full of clowns.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not Trump Burger. That overpriced bullshit. Hell no.
Is this the transition?
What do we want to transition into?
Are we transitioning to fascism? Huh?
Let me see. I'm gonna try to get a few more funnies out of here. Okay. Mommy tears.
Mommy tears. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that's right. I forgot we were going to entertain this one.
Yeah, let's do this.
I almost forgot we were going to shit on women.
Wait, what?
Not necessarily. Who fell off? Did that fall off?
Tonto Goldstein fell off.
Oh, okay. He'll be back.
I think it's because his AirPod may have fallen out of his ear.
Let me see. Where's this clip? Oh, here it is. All right. Cue it up. Just wait for Tonto to log back in.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Weapons is a beautiful film, people.
Oh, okay.
Look, I like that one and Together. Both great movies. You know, yeah, I can't say anything about them more than they're good because it'll ruin. Like I went into Together not knowing what it was, and when I left, I was like, "This was awesome little movie." Right?
Who's in Together?
Some white bitch, and what's the dude from Pineapple Express? Franco.
James Franco?
No, his baby brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who's the white bitch?
I don't know. I seen her and shit, but I don't know her name.
All right, I'm gonna have to. Am I gonna IMDb this now?
Can you
IMDb? Together. Allison Brie.
Yeah.
Man, she was in Community. How are you gonna forget her?
The chick from Community. Yes. She showed them titties.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Briefly. Oh, man.
Briefly from the side.
Oh, so it was side boob?
Yeah. Like they had a little sex scene and everything, and I was like, oh shit, she showed the knockers. But I totally forgot it was her. Like ever since she like lost weight, she got very generic.
But I think she's shown her titties in other shows.
Not that I've seen.
Why do you guys sound like you're underwater?
I was a fan of the sweater puppets on Community.
Sweater puppets?
Yes.
I think they're called sweater puppies or sweater kittens. Because it looks like two kittens.
I'm allergic to kittens, so. I'm not allergic to puppets. But yeah. But she slimmed down. Same thing as the AT&T girl. Kind of lost the edge for me.
So you're not a fan of the unswelling of the mammary glands. Is that what you're saying?
No, indeed, sir. No, indeed.
Man, there's something to be said about a handful of titty.
I like a steak with a nice fat cap.
Yeah, it sucks.
What? Man.
I'm just saying, if I'm not drowning in mammary flesh, then next. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
See Together and definitely see Weapons.
That's all right. Y'all can you just more from me. That's all that means.
I said I was kidding.
More for the rest of us.
More so is Weapons a good movie?
That's what he was saying. Yeah. Well, yeah. What about Weapons?
The only thing I'll give away is they tell the story multiple times through different perspectives of characters in the film, and you don't necessarily know how they're gonna get entangled at the end.
So it's like Reservoir Dogs.
Yes, to some degree.
What like Crash?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but they don't necessarily start over from the beginning of the movie. They'll start over from a point where they were introduced sometimes.
So like Traffic.
Yeah. So like in one instance, there's a cop, and he hooks up with the lead actress in the movie, and they come back and they do his story, and it seems to take place before they hook up.
So it's like Kill Bill.
No, because Kill Bill doesn't change perspective.
Yeah, it does.
No, it's different stories, but it's always the blonde chick story.
Oh, so it's like Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, more like Pulp Fiction. Like if we told today's day, but first they looked at everything through my eyes, culminating with us starting the show, and then they roll it back and then go through your eyes and then roll it back and go through his eyes and see how everything we did today led to this moment.
But it's all horror.
It is horror, technically.
Okay. All right.
But there's some big laughs in the movie.
Okay.
You know, so it's not a lot of gore. There's a lot of tension, a lot of suspense.
So it's not Final Destination.
No, it's not Final Destination. Final Destination is like cotton candy. This is a dry aged steak.
Okay,
with
but
a lot of
Final
complex
Destination
flavor.
does have some laughs in it.
Yeah. Well, these laughs I don't think were intended.
Okay,
Audience just found it funny.
Right. Okay. So it was like The Happening, where the laughs were not intended, but it was funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like when I saw the fat kid get his head blowed off, to me it was funny as fuck. But it was supposed to be terrifying to the audience. And I was like, this movie was shit, but now I done bought in because they killing kids, so I know they serious.
That movie was shit. I fucking walked out of that movie.
Oh God.
Did you walk out before the kid got killed?
I don't remember the kid.
I believe so, because when you first told the story, he said there's a kid. He said there's a kid that gets killed in that movie. He's like, yeah, you don't walked out too early.
Yeah. I mean, look. If you ever watch that movie, watch it till that point and then fade to black. Like, there's nothing else great about that movie beyond that point. Just the fact that they're willing to kill the sacred cow was enough for me. And I was like, yes. You know? But other than that, the movie's kind of trash. All right. So now we got some mommy complaining that I want to explore.
Mommy bitching. The
Yeah.
book is still up. There he goes.
So let's listen to this lady. The caption says, "Why is me breaking down, crying not enough for my husband to care?"
Okay. I already do not like where this is headed.
Okay. I couldn't make heads or tails of it, and the comments were even worse. All right, I'm pressing play.
Women have been asking me lately, why is it not enough for my husband to see me breaking down to make actual change? And it's because that's not punishment enough for him.
Pause.
Because you have to think about it from a man.
Punishment?
Yeah, why is the focus punishment?
Like you breaking down crying is a punishment for me.
I
Yeah.
don't get that.
Like if that is your punishment, that's one, manipulative, and then two, fuck you.
It's girl
If
math.
that's like if you're crying intentionally to intentionally manipulate me instead of actually expressing an emotion, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I don't know any man who ignores his wife when she's having a breakdown or is
Unless
actually
he's a
sad.
fucking sociopath.
Now, will they ignore nagging
Yes.
and whining? Absolutely.
Well, it depends on what the whining is about.
Yes. But I'm saying,
Because if it's some shit that you could do your damn self and you're just whining because you being a lazy bitch, then yeah, no.
yeah,
But if it's a legit whine, like, you know, you want me to kill the spider because you know I'm a murdering cat, then I gladly I'm gonna go kill me a spider.
yeah. Yeah, so like, but sometimes whining can be with tears, you know, which, like you say, would be manipulative. But
Yeah.
let's continue.
Man's point of view, from the place of privilege that men have, when they have never had to care about anybody else's experience but theirs. You're looking.
Pause. What did this bitch just say? From privilege?
Like
Yeah.
people. Well, men are privileged within our patriarchal
How?
society
How?
because we're men.
How
Most
exactly?
Men run things, right?
White
I
men.
don't. I fail
mostly.
to see.
Well, I mean, this
hold
is
on.
this is where it falls off of me because I'm like, that's more of a white man thing, and I'm like, you know, black men get thrown in jail for rapes that they never committed. So
Right.
Hell, white men get off
yeah,
with just parole and community service for rapes they did commit.
yeah. So see, that's another level of privilege. But she's trying to align it to what black folks have said about white privilege, where they don't look at anybody else's perspective because they're so privileged, they're above everything. You know, I don't necessarily believe that most men don't consider others in that capacity. White men that she operate with might.
This is a glaring example of the solipsism that people tend to have.
What does scallops got to do with anything?
Solipsism.
No, solipsism.
They
not
can't think of
gallopsism.
anyone else but themselves.
And are they wrapped in bacon?
No. Well, some of them are. You know, fat bitches. Anyway, this is showing her privilege because she's looking at it as she's
looking at it the way a dependopotamus would look at it.
She's looking at it from her own lenses. She doesn't realize it. They don't give a shit about men. There's no privilege when it comes to men. No one cares about how you feel. No one cares about what men go through. No one. Literally no one. So
well,
I don't.
I was trying to.
I don't know what she's talking about.
I was trying to formulate that same thought to put in here, but I just didn't have the energy and mind space to do it because I'm like, nobody considers what men go through at all.
Well,
And if
I
they
beg to
do,
differ. I beg to differ. Don't we care about what men go through?
yes.
Women,
Okay, so then we can't make that blanket statement.
woman folks. don't give a shit.
No, I think non-men folks, right?
Mhm.
Like our thing is like deal with it. Like I was listening to some preacher men talk about manhood and whatnot and what women want and what women don't want, shit like that. And there was like, you can't fail too many times in front of your woman. I was gonna turn her off. You know, and this goes back to the trope that we talk about, like, can you get beat up in front of your woman and still be with your woman?
Okay,
You know?
let me interject let me
Oh,
interject.
hold on. I got
No. I got
Pause for a second.
I got an interjection here. Look.
No, my beautiful, intelligent woman has just delivered me 2 beautiful, delectable. What is it? Is this salmon? Salmon burgers and some crispy skin-on fries.
It sounds to me like your woman who
Loves me a lot.
No. Understands and cares about your feelings.
Hold on for just a second. What'd you say, boo? No problem. I appreciate you. See the love.
All right,
Sorry.
here's what I'm gonna interject.
I didn't mean to introduce y'all to Love Jones.
All right, I'm gonna interject.
Let's get back to the hate.
So, what it seems to me is these women are bitching about how men don't see them as people, while at the same time not seeing men as people.
So, like I said, she's looking at it through her lens.
Exactly. And her lens alone, like she's not putting herself in the man's shoes. But then again, there are, and I'm not going to say men don't do this, there are men who do not put themselves in women's shoes and try to see things from a woman's perspective, which is very simple. You just see it from a person's perspective.
But that
a person's perspective.
You can't.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of girl math involved.
It'll make you gay.
You know, maybe, just maybe, that's how you should be looking at shit. You want to see things from your woman's perspective.
You gotta act gay.
Pretend to be gay. Pretend like you like dick.
That in itself is gay.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, son.
It'll make you happier.
But let's see what else this fucking mountain of cunt has to say.
All right.
Looking at it from your point of view as a woman who's had to constantly anticipate and consider everybody else and their experience. When you're a man, your experience is the default. That's the privilege that you get as a man. Your experience is the default one because you've never had to consider anybody else's experience.
Pause.
Therefore, seeing you
out of here.
Pause. Hold up. You mean to tell me, Ed, I'm gonna sound like a goddamn Republican right now? You mean to tell me that when my ass goes to work, earns that money to put food on the table, a roof over your head, you know, get the children clothed and schooled, right? Fucking pay all the bills. I'm only thinking it from my perspective.
No, because what they're gonna say is that's what you're supposed to be doing anyway.
No. See, if I'm thinking of it from only my perspective, I would be paying child support and I would not be in that goddamn house because I'm like, why am I wasting my time on one pussy when I could be out there getting more pussy?
That's exactly what I mean. You know, like I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. I started thinking about something else.
I mean, I'd be keeping more of my check if I only paid child support.
Oh yeah, that was the thing. Like, if they really did put themselves in, or what am I trying to say? That thought would not be in their head if they did think about things from other people's perspective. That wouldn't even be a thing in their minds.
Well, those women that have stay-at-home husbands and then are like, why is this motherfucker asking me for alimony? Because he was a stay-at-home parent.
Oh, well, we'll go into that right after this.
Okay, all right. I'm glad it's coming up. Let's bash on women some more.
All right, let's go.
Fucking guy.
Crying, sobbing, begging, pleading is not enough for them to care. It's not enough for them to empathize with. Because if they've never had that experience, it doesn't register for them. A lot of women have been asking me lately, why is it not enough for my...
All right, into the comment section.
See anything?
See this right here. Satori Jane. Men who see a woman crying, sobbing, begging, and pleading, and it's still not enough for them to care, are on some sort of sociopathic spectrum. Yes. This shows a lack of empathy on a level that is concerning. Also, they don't see women as human beings, which is why when you display your pain, he interprets it as his inconvenience, and then rather than showing empathy, support, or understanding of your pain, he gets frustrated, distant, annoyed, because to him, he's just seeing it as his inconvenience, annoyance, and problem. Yes, it is a sociopathic fucking spectrum. And see, look, she's making the same mistake Hate Jones makes all the time, and that is painting men with this broad-ass brush. She must have big hands, too.
Goddamn.
A man does not just roll over in his sleep with no worries while you're laying there upset and crying over a disagreement. 0F's given Starbucks 202380. No. When a man rolls over in his sleep, while you're laying there upset, it's because he's afraid you're going to kill him in his sleep. He ain't sleeping. He got one eye open. Hell yeah, that's how John Wayne Bobbitt got.
Okay, this lady says normalize not putting up with this. It is nowhere made mandatory or state mandated to be with the man.
Yeah, I agree with that. If you're not happy in your situation, you're not stuck. We live in America. You're free to go.
You're free to roam the cabin.
You're free to fucking go. That's what it's called, a divorce. You know what I mean? Like, no one's forcing you to, stay with the motherfucker. You know what I mean?
They like your tears. They made you cry on purpose.
I don't exactly believe that unless the person's a fucking psychopath.
Yeah. Like if they're abusive, yeah.
Yeah. Like, what other abusive behavior do you notice other than that?
Yeah.
But don't go painting men. Don't go painting men with the same fucking color and the same fucking brush, because that's not how it's not every man. That is not every man. So this bitch is on one. I think she just made this fucking video so she can get the fucking clout. Fuck this bitch. I'm done with her. Let's go. Let's bash the next dumb cunt.
All right. So Juicy Smollett's sister. The more talented and famous. Well, now I think he's more famous than her from his antics.
Well, this motherfucker Juicy is gonna be on World's Toughest Test. With, boy Rudy. Huh?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Juicy gonna be on special forces World's Toughest Test with our man Rudy.
This is not gonna end well because he's.
I hope not.
He still says he didn't do anything wrong.
I hope not. So
I don't see him lasting past 3 episodes.
Well, We're gonna learn. We're gonna learn
We're
today.
gonna learn today.
That's right.
So she was with the guy that she got married to in her early 20s. I think they were together for maybe 10 years or so.
Yeah.
We got 2 kids. He's a musician, composer of sorts. He has a few credits here and there for movie soundtracks and things of that sort. But not famous as her. And she's been a child actor her whole life. So when they got a divorce, he got $1 million payout and a combination of child support and spousal support of $7,000 a month. Right?
Right.
You know, she's on the bubble and she's doing some more movies and TV shows, you know. She got some new shit out right now. So he's taking her back to court because he wants some of her retirement. But from what I know from people that I know are going through a divorce and dealing with retirement now, you're entitled to the amount of retirement that was gained during the time of your marriage. So there's like, oh, she's been earning that since she was a kid. You don't have any title to that. He has a title to the shit that was gained during the time he was with her. Right?
Mike checking.
So
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
So all the women, everybody in the comments bashing him for being a man, and like he takes care of the kids, which is why he got to pay out alimony and child support. He still has the kids, so he's been the primary home parent the whole time, and he's getting nothing but disrespect. All the women who will be yaying it up if the situation was reversed and the woman was getting a payout and asking for part of somebody's retirement, they'd be like, get your money. You know, I've seen it several times with other athletes who divorced women and then, you know, tried to fight for money. Like, I think that just went on between Iman Shumpert and Tiana Taylor, you know?
The basketball player?
Yeah. So they had kind of a contentious divorce, you know, fighting over shit. And everybody's always downing on the dude, you know? And I was like, well, if he was married to her and she was making money and putting that money into her retirement, then he's owed half of the earnings during that time period. So for the 10 years that they were together, that they put, they have a thing where they can look in your shit and figure out how much money you owe. So that's what he's asking for, because nobody was putting into his 401k while he was at home raising the kids.
Right.
And a few weeks ago, we went through some shit where the women were talking about, if you're a stay-at-home mom, your husband should be giving you a salary and giving you a 401k.
We discussed that. Yeah, we discussed that shit.
But now that the shoe's on the other foot, they like, fuck him.
Right.
Haven't you took enough from her?
Right.
So I find the hypocrisy hilarious. I don't know if I saved the post that I went through on there, but it was just like, it was crazy that it went that far. Like, people were like that that hypocritical when it comes. Like, I think my only comment in it was like, nobody likes it when the rabbit got the gun. You know, it's like every time the roles are reversed, women act exactly like men. You know, so like, there's been a trend of women who are like giving the custody to the men and then running off. And then when the man asks for help or, hey, come and see the kids or something like that, they're like, no, I'm on vacation. That's your job. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, if he's a parent who's willing to take the kids, that means he wasn't a deadbeat the whole time y'all were together, or beforehand, before you gave him custody. That doesn't mean he wasn't around or doing anything. He just probably wasn't doing what you wanted him to do, you know?
Right.
And he was like, hey, I need some help with the kids. And you're like, no, that's your business. I'm going on vacation. Because now she's getting, cost earnings because of how the what do you call this shit? Child support payout is, right? So she switches to doing the bare minimum. Yeah, and I'm just paying child support and fuck them kids.
Goddamn.
Which is funny because I'm like, that could be traumatic for your kids from seeing you every day to not seeing you every day. And then on top of that, you're going to vanish on them, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's yeah.
And even this bitch, here's one.
A lot of you.
Let me see. See, she should have just waited. Who's this chick? American
Reba
Idol.
McEntire and Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, Kelly Clarkson. So she was married to this dude, and so he was also her manager, and they got a divorce and he got a payout. But then they said he was ripping her off and had to pay her back $3 million. But now he's dead.
I was gonna say, didn't he die recently?
So I'm like, if she would have just held on, this cancer would have got him, and she would have got whatever he had.
Yeah, but hold up. Now that he's dead, what's happening to his money now?
I mean, it's probably gonna go somewhere else.
Isn't it going to end up going to his kids?
I mean, it might be put in a trust for his
And
kids.
she got custody of the kids now, right?
Yeah.
Well, then it's going to the right people.
Or it might go to his new wife. I don't know if he remarried or not.
Hold on. How long after they got divorced did he die?
Not long after.
Nah, I mean, I think he died recently.
Yeah.
And they got divorced years ago.
Nah. Didn't they get divorced relatively recently?
It might feel that way because of COVID.
Man, COVID fucking everything up. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, it's actually a Google question. She got divorced in 2020.
Okay.
And he died when?
Earlier this year. Yeah. Well, you know, it's just how it rolls sometimes.
And she would have hung on for 5 more years. Wouldn't have to pay them lawyers nothing.
Who asked for the divorce?
I think she did.
Yeah, but what is it? She can't predict that he's gonna die.
She's
she
younger
never
than
did that. He's
him,
gonna
and
get
she's
the
a
ass cancer,
woman.
too.
He was gonna die first.
Yeah, but that could be like fucking decades later, dude.
Look, all she has to do is just start feeding him the good shit she was eating.
Goddamn.
Man. Should have got that man a juice man juicer then.
Mm-hmm.
You know, juice is life.
Because it's got them enzymes.
Enzymes, yeah. But it's funny because I guess this girl in this video, she's saying that his father is also a music manager and married Reba McEntire and also kind of fucked off her money and stole from her some kind of way.
Gotcha. Yeah. This one's boring. Next.
Okay. Okay, now we can go to the multitude of women crying over parenting.
Okay.
Let me see. I think it's this one.
If you're new here, I married a woman, had a kid with a woman, divorced that same woman. During the divorce, they transitioned to a man, lost custody, and now they owe child support. A little less than a year ago, the court mandated them to pay child support, healthcare reimbursement, and medical bill reimbursement, and you guessed it, $0. But I just want to say, I married a woman. I am now engaged to a woman. I am a lesbian. The audacity.
Thanks, buddy.
A daddy or an ex-husband is crazy, because I've done so many twists and turns to avoid having to deal with men, and now not only do I have to deal with a man, I have to deal with a deadbeat man, with a bum man. You could have reinvented yourself to be any man you wanted to be, and you chose to be a deadbeat man. What? That is crazy to me. I have no choice as my son's bio mother and primary parent to be absolutely his everything, but the audacity of you to walk around acting like you're dad of the year, but you can't even give a cent to pay for my son's daycare, a cent to pay for the food that he eats, a cent to pay for his medical bills that he does have, is wild. If you're going to walk around and be a man, be a man. Be a man. Actually, don't be a man. Be a parent. Be a parent. There is no way that you think that raising a child is free, because it's not. If you're new here,
I don't disagree with her.
Nigga, they ain't his kid. Show me the DNA test.
We're back to this, huh?
It always goes back to that. Nigga ain't paying because them ain't my kids.
No. This was a whole other different situation than nah. This is not that. Nah, because the relationship started off with two vaginas, right? And ended with two vaginas, right? That had agreed to parent a kid, to like have a kid together, right? And then that woman transitioned into a man, so now they a man, right? They should have to pay child support. Yes.
No, ain't my kid.
I agree with this girl.
Need to take her to DNA court.
Nope, I agree with this chick 100%.
If the DNA don't fit, you must have quit.
No, this is a whole different other story. If it was two gay men and one of those men transitioned to a woman and didn't pay a single lick of child support.
Even if he didn't transition. One of y'all ain't the daddy.
No. Same situation. Just two dicks and one of them became a vagina.
I'm saying even if this lady didn't transition to being a man, it ain't her kid.
Yeah, it is. They agreed to have the fucking kid.
Nigga, that kid got a daddy. Go find that nigga.
No. That's like saying if you donated sperm, right, and then someone got inseminated with that sperm, you're the one responsible for that kid.
Well, let me enlighten you, my friend. Women have tracked down the donor and successfully sued for child support, which is why I'm an advocate of men not donating sperm unless it's to your own woman.
I think that is a travesty of fucking justice because
the court don't care about justice.
No. Those men need to appeal those decisions because that is stupid. It's not just fucked up, it's fucking stupid.
Look, your little agreements have nothing to do with the court of families, okay?
It does when it comes to lesbians and fucking gay dudes, apparently.
Look, we need to get that money.
They had a contract.
Contracts can be broken.
No. They had a fucking
okay.
contract.
So
contracts can be broken. It's called a breach of contract, and you still got to pay.
I want to know, is this lady's ex-man woman name is on the birth certificate?
Probably.
And if it is, and they've changed their name, then they no longer exist. The person who signed that contract no longer exists. Null and void. That says Bruce Jenner. My name is Caitlin. I don't even sign my name the same since I started taking hormones.
So, okay. So
I'm a new person.
Hey, stop. So if a couple's married.
Yes.
Right? She changed her last name to his last name.
Mm-hmm.
They have a kid.
Mm-hmm.
They divorce.
Mm-hmm.
She changes her name back to her maiden name. He gets custody of the kid. That ain't her kid.
Oh, no, that's a
She
kid. 'cause
changed her name. That ain't her kid. She changed the name. That woman doesn't exist anymore.
It came out of her body.
That
And
person
the
don't
DNA
exist. No,
matches.
but that person don't exist no more.
And the DNA matches.
But that
Now-
kid, that person don't exist no more.
You would have an argument for this other story where the man left and transitioned into a woman, barely sees the kids, doesn't want to pays child support, but the wife has now found a new man that she's moving in with and planning on getting married. And he's like, hey, if you get married to that motherfucker, I don't think I should be paying child support. See, that motherfucker don't got a case because them are actually your kids. They share your DNA.
I agree with that, but I don't. I disagree with the lesbians who ended up having. Nah. That dude needs to pay child support.
All right, we're gonna disagree on that. We're gonna hit the Deadpool real quick, and we're gonna wrap it up.
Don't be a fool. Wrap your tool.
Yep, pretty much. Who we got in the Deadpool today?
Let's see. Yeah, I got some few missed stories in here that we're gonna have to ignore. But to start, we got Debbie Allen's mom, or Felicia Rashad's mom, or both of their moms. Vivian Ayers Allen, Pulitzer Prize nominated poet, cultural activist, and mother of Debbie Allen and Felicia Rashad, has died at 101.
Who the fuck is Debbie Allen? Remind me who
Claire
that is.
Huxtable, motherfucker.
No, that's Felicia Rashad.
Oh, that's her sister.
Yeah,
From
Debbie
Fame.
Allen, I think, is a singer.
No, Debbie Allen was a dancer and a choreographer
Okay.
from the
Okay.
TV show Fame.
Okay.
You might have saw it. And she also directed A Different World. She was kind
Okay.
of like the lead on that show, like
Okay.
behind the scenes.
All right.
Yeah. So peace out to her. She was 101. She's seen a lot. Detective John Brown from First 48 has passed away with a battle of cancer.
It's ass cancer. Has to be.
Ass cancer always gets you.
Mm-hmm.
Judge Frank Caprio. This guy's just been going viral on the internet with his brand of judicial justice.
Mhm.
He seemed to be a very fair and basically just a real fair human judge. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
If you look him up on YouTube, you'll see some cool videos and shit. A very just person.
Yeah.
Peace out to
We need
him.
more of him.
Yeah,
We do.
more him.
Absolutely.
Aesop of Legends crew has died suddenly. Cause of death has not been disclosed.
Cancer.
Living Legends is a rap group, so
It's ass cancer.
Spicy Mayo probably don't know nothing about that.
If you already remember the ride along, is her out?
Aaron Reyes.
Terrence Stamp has died.
Terrence Stamp.
Yeah,
Didn't he die
British-
last week?
Yeah.
Right? He died last week, right?
Did we do this last week?
No, we did not do this last week.
Yeah.
I
Zod?
think he died
Zod-
after.
He
we
died after the
recorded.
podcast.
Yeah.
Zod is dead. Peace out to him. He's a very good actor. Loved his movie, The Limey. And we already covered Just Bezos' mom. So that was the end of Deadpool.
All right. You guys got anything?
Negative.
Negative. The salmon burgers my lovely woman delivered to me were delicious. My aura is always working for me. I tell you.
The aura. Gotcha.
All right. Shout out to the man Rudy Reyes, David Goggins, Johnny Kim, who's clearly the best of all of us. Keanu Reeves, our national treasure Tom Cruise. That's it. That's all I got. So if you guys don't have anything, until
Nope.
next time, homies. Peace.
And konnichiwa, bitches.
Push that motherfucking button.
Hey, fellow pirates, come and listen what I say. The captain is a tyrant and I no longer obey. I'm sick of taking orders from the madman in command. So let's drop him on an island and leave him in the sand. Cause it's a mutiny. It's a mutiny. It's a mutiny. And now we're taking over the ship. It's a mutiny.